Meet Scooby. He was so playful, funny, cute, and the biggest diva ever. Oh! But let's rewind the story a little. It all started with my uncle. One day, a man offered him a dog for $10. And if you know anything about dogs, they do not cost $10. But my uncle being my uncle, of course he accepted the pup. However, my aunt was not so happy about it. They already have 2 toddlers, and a puppy would be just too much work for them. Which is where I come into the picture, saving the day, as usual. The day was February 9th, 2020. My family and I went to go visit my aunt to celebrate my cousin's first birthday. When I got there, everything was normal. I went to the back and oh my god, it's a puppy! I ran outside to go pet it, and the first thing I said to it was, "Hi, Scooby." And that's the first time that I had ever been in love. Then, my uncle said, "Do you want the dog?" And of course, I couldn't take it because my mom hated dogs as pets. So trying to convince her was not gonna happen. Therefore, my brother and I had to create a foolproof plan. We just decided that we would steal the dog. With my uncle's permission, of course. But technically, it was still stealing. So here's the plan. I go play outside, you leave the party early, I sneak the dog into the car, take it home, and once it's home, Mom can't do anything about it, right? So, my brother said he had to go home, and we put the plan to action. It worked. Until we got home, my mom was mad. Let's just say there was a lot of arguing and crying, but my tears and begging worked. Then started a beautiful story. He wasn't the healthiest puppy though. When we got him, he had about 20 ticks on him and he wasn't eating. But after a couple of vet visits, he was the best boy in the whole world. Want to say hi to the camera? Scooby. Shortly after we got him, quarantine started, which meant more time to spend with our dog. However, this fairy tale came to a short end. Shorter than we expected. May 10th. Scooby woke up sad. He wasn't looking for us. He didn't want to play. He didn't want to eat. He just sat there. I didn't think much of it at first until the whole day passed and he didn't eat. So, on Sunday, my brother and I took him to the vet. They told us we would get results from a stool sample on Monday. There wasn't a Monday for him. My brother and I watched him all night because he was so sick. Scooby was just laying there. He wanted to go to sleep, but he couldn't. My brother was so tired that he ended up falling asleep. I was the one watching him. I went to the bathroom to change really quickly when I heard vomiting sounds. I ran to the room and he fell over. He was still alive though. A couple minutes passed, he got up to drink some water. And he went to go lay down in his bed, closed his eyes, and I think that's the last time Scooby took his breath. We noticed he was passed out right after he drank his water. My brother and I rushed to the hospital with my mom at 3 a.m, but there was nothing we could do about it. He was gone. We came home. The next few days were horrible. They were so quiet and lonely. Nothing felt right. Who knew that a dog could impact your life so greatly in only 3 months? I think the hardest part was not blaming ourselves. Because yes, he was sick, but I feel like we could have done something. After some reflecting, I knew that none of this was anyone's fault, and it was just a matter of time. Scooby did teach us some lessons though. He taught me how to be more responsible and that having a good sleeping schedule is necessary. He taught my mom especially that dogs are worth loving and that they love you. Days passed, slow, quiet days, meaningless days. Scooby was what gave me life during quarantine, so without him, I didn't know what to do. I started waking up at 3 and 4 p.m., going to sleep at 6 a.m. It was the worst sleeping schedule I had ever had. We all knew that we needed a dog to survive in this house. May 30th, 2020. I was working on a video project for my history class. I was filming one of the last shots when I heard my grandma yelling my name. I got closer and no way. A puppy! His name is Scrappy. I turned at my mom and of course I started crying. He was so small and precious. And when I held him, I promised myself that I was gonna do whatever I could to be a better mom. And here we are. Meet Scrappy. I'm sorry I have cameras in your face, but you're already famous. We've only had him for about a month. But man, what a month this has been. Scrappy is something, and we're just getting to know him. So, stay tuned and grow with us.